No school. I'm here.
You here?
Yeah. I said I could have the tires.
Do you want to be the sprayer?
This one? Or a different one?
This one.
Oh, yeah.
You want to be the sprayer?
But Daddy, tell me when I can use the flashlight to see where the spot is. Those are not bad.
Be careful, don't spray the stuff. So here, you can hold it.
Okay, this one.
I'll tell you.
When to spray. And then tell me when to pump.
Or do you want to do the pressure washer?
I'm gonna do this one. Daddy, I'm gonna do this one next.
Yeah, hold on.
Daddy, how about I can help you on too? Spray?
Yeah, spray. It's okay, keep spraying. You have a tire?
I'm in the shop.
Yes, stop. It's got a lock on it.
Can I actually press the lock?
Okay.
Right now?
Yeah. Try to put gloves on you. Okay, scrub, scrub, scrub. No, just the tire.
Sounds like a zipper. Sounds like a zipper. It smells like normal bubbles.
Yeah.
I'm seeing what the tire is from.
Okay, good job. Okay.
What happened to the flower?
All right, good morning. It's 6:15. It's Friday morning. We're gonna get in a little bit of time before my workday starts and at least get set up for tonight and for the weekend. This thing's pretty clean. So this is John's Tahoe. John had the white GTI from, I don't know, a month back. So we're gonna do a single step polish and ceramic, Geon Mohs. Juice. Yeah. All right, fast forward like half a day, and we're picking this up again. As far as recording goes, so I put my head down last night and just worked. You know, I made good progress on the polishing and getting the paint ready for the ceramic. there's still a gang of work to do as far as the interior and whatnot. But I was able to polish the wheels last night. Most of the paint, I finished the paint today, say Saturday. And I wiped the car down again, and now we're just doing the ceramic. I've been really impressed with, just the overall condition of this. A single step polish was more than sufficient. To clean up some light defects, get the color back. But given the age, this thing's in extremely good condition. Same thing with the interior. John takes care of his cars. John is the owner of the white GTI from maybe a couple videos back. But this thing is really nice. Even the front end, like there's, little to no rock chips. I need to check the mileage, but I don't know. It's nice to see well-maintained cars. I did end up polishing the wheels, at least the best I could. Gloss black is tough. And these wheels, especially with a split 5-spoke, I used the rotary with the extension, and I did the best I could, given what I charge for that service. So I charge $120, and I'll just coat the wheels. I did go a little extra, in terms of polishing. But I don't like the upcharge. I don't like the upsell. Now, John asked for it. He's like, put a number on it. But I'm not trying to, tack on a big surcharge just to get wheels, much better. It's not worth it. Mainly because the wheels, they're just not going to last. I could spend all day polishing the wheels and getting them fantastic, but it's a fool's errand. They just won't last. So give them a light polish, clean up, at least the surface level defect, get some color back in it, and then we'll put the ceramic on. That's plenty. All right, this car, I have a 3 Series BMW. I think, when is that? Early next month? But I try not to kill myself during the summer. I want to enjoy my summer. So I typically take a month off, and we're traveling anyways, but take a month off, just don't worry about cars. So this year it'll be July. I'm not going to do any cars in July. We'll be gone most of the time anyway. And then, I can spend time with my kid, we can do the pool thing and hang out instead of sweating cars every weekend. But until then, sure, we'll crank out some more. I definitely needed a break after that G-Wagon. That was tough. Not just the physical aspect, but just kind of the mental drain it took to get through that. That's a lot of work on top of my day job. But for this detail, this is about $1,000 job. Plus the wheels will be like $1,120 all in, right? So a light paint correction, Geon Mohs, for this size vehicle. This may be on like the upper end. Maybe I need to add like a 4th layer, like an extra large size. But polishing something like this versus like an F80 M3, I would much rather polish this, even though the M3 is much smaller. These big SUVs, big flat panels, I can use the 21 millimeter DA with the 6.5 inch pad, and you can cover a lot of surface area with that. Whereas a F80, especially the bumpers, there's a lot of stuff going on. You have to use smaller pads. Smaller pads take forever relative to the big 21. Plus, it's just a light paint correction. You know, I probably got 4 hours of polishing. Very respectable. All right, good morning. It is Sunday. So I overdressed the tires and then I just leave them alone. All right, so I dressed these last night, or late yesterday afternoon, and today I just come back and wipe down any excess. I pulled the car outside, make sure everything looks good in the sunlight, because all this light in here can sometimes mask like smudges or, you know, even high spots, you know, aren't fully visible. A couple areas to touch up on the plastics, but otherwise we're all set. This thing looks great. And it's an amazing weather day. Everything should be good. And we'll get this thing picked up and then try to take the canoes out today. I wanna take the canoe out. It's been a while.
Wait. Dot or
to the interior, clean and conditioned, Gion leather coat, the normal stuff. Really good condition. I'm not sure what this thing is. I'll have to ask the owner. I'm sure I wonder if it means something or if it's just a toy. The size of this thing is just amazing. Full on comfort. Fit the Macan in the trunk. All right, that's it. Done. Now we wait. Should be like an hour or so. We'll get the car picked up, and that's a wrap. So thanks again, John, for letting me do another vehicle for you. I think this turned out fantastic. You take really good care of these cars anyways, so you know we're just kicking it up a notch. But the ceramic looks really good. You know, it helps with that kind of candy gloss shell, and I think everything turned out very nice. So thanks for watching.